Cullman County and the American Cancer Society. This has been Annabelle Howes with Cullman Today. Hanceville Middle School's new addition has passed inspection and will be ready for students when the new school year begins in August. The expansion includes 6 classrooms, meeting spaces, a library, and a new front office. School officials say the project will help accommodate growing enrollment and provide additional space for students and staff. The new building will also allow special education teachers who have been sharing portable classroom space to move into their own classrooms while creating room for future growth. School leaders say students and staff are excited to begin using the addition when classes resume this fall. This has been Annabelle Howes with Cullman Today. The Cullman Senior Center hosted a send-off celebration on May 28th to honor Miss Senior Cullman County Sherry Rasco and Miss Super Senior Cullman County Mazzie Twilley before they compete in the Alabama Senior Pageant on June 6th in Daphne. The event brought together friends, family, and fellow seniors to support the 2 title holders as they prepare to represent Cullman County at the state competition. Contestants earn their title through the Miss Senior Cullman County pageant, which recognizes women into 2 age divisions and promotes community involvement, friendship, and active aging. The Alabama Senior Pageant will bring together county winners from across the state to celebrate personal achievement and senior engagement. This has been Annabelle Howes with Cullman Today.
Good morning, Cullman. Thank you for joining us on Cullman Today. I'm your host, Christine Wiggins, and today is Wednesday, June 24th. Coming up on Cullman Today, Cullman leaders have approved a temporary pause on data centers while also recognizing the crews who keep city rights-of-way clean and safe. Plus, Cullman County Schools is expanding pre-K access this fall with 6 additional classrooms and first-time programs coming to West Point and Holly Pond. And the Cullman Area Chamber is asking local groups to bring their event plans together now so the community can better coordinate the year ahead. All this plus sports, weather, and more. Now let's take a closer look at the top stories happening in Cullman today. The Cullman City Council adopted a temporary moratorium on data centers during its meeting Monday, June 22nd. City officials said data centers are large-scale industrial facilities that can require significant water use for cooling, high electrical demand, and added infrastructure capacity. The council approved the moratorium through Resolution 2026-116, while taking no action yet on a proposed ordinance that would prohibit data centers. That ordinance will be referred to the Cullman City Planning Commission. Council members also declared public nuisance properties related to overgrown grass and weeds and set a July 20th public hearing for 2 additional properties on 10th Avenue Southeast. In other business, the council approved bids for piping work along Logan Street Southwest, 6th Street Southwest, and Austin Avenue Southwest, as well as site preparation at the Frank Research and Technology Park. The council also approved a $125,000 one-time appropriation of opioid settlement funds to Restoring Women Outreach. Council members also formally recognized the city's right-of-way maintenance department for helping keep Cullman clean, safe, and orderly. Families may still be enjoying summer break, but Cullman County Schools is already looking ahead to the fall with big news for young learners. The district has been awarded 6 additional Office of School Readiness first-class pre-K classrooms, expanding access to early childhood education across Cullman County. Pre-K is a voluntary, high-quality early learning program designed to help 4-year-olds prepare socially, emotionally, and academically for kindergarten and beyond. The new classrooms include first-time pre-K programs at West Point and Holly Pond. Families interested in those programs must register by June 30th at noon to to be placed in the random selection drawing. To be included in that drawing, families must register by June 26th. Families already on the waiting list for Fairview, Good Hope, Hanceville, and Vinemont have been notified by email and should respond if they want to accept or decline their child's spot. Children must be 4 years old on or before September 1st, potty trained before the first day of school, and able to attend the 6.5-hour, 5-day-a-week program. Learn more and apply at ccboe.org/pre-K. The Cullman Area Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Center is inviting local organizations to help plan ahead for a busy year of community events. The Chamber will host an open calendaring session Thursday, August 20th from 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. at the Cullman Area Chamber. The session is designed to bring businesses, nonprofits, churches, schools, clubs, and community leaders together to coordinate major events planned for Fall 26 and Spring 27. Organizers say the goal is to help the community stay organized, avoid overlapping dates, and make events as successful and impactful as possible. Groups with events, fundraisers, festivals, programs, or other activities in the works are encouraged to attend. Participants should bring ideas, tentative dates, and any confirmed plans already on the calendar. The Chamber says the meeting is a chance to collaborate, coordinate, and help create a smoother, stronger, and more connected Cullman community. And that's all for our top stories this morning. Coming up, Cullman High School's tennis complex is set for a major upgrade with new courts, updated lighting, and a new building planned for the facility. Sports is next. Welcome back. Cullman High School's tennis complex is set for a major upgrade. Cullman City Schools announced that during its June Board of Education meeting, the district approved a $500,000 reallocation to support the City of Cullman's renovation of the Cullman Tennis Complex on Stadium Drive Northeast. Cullman High tennis coach Nathan Bates said the project will include a full replacement of the 6 existing courts, along with the addition of 2 new courts. The renovation is also expected to include updated lighting and a new tennis building. The goal is to make the complex better suited for school athletics, physical education, community programming, and regional events. Bates said players and coaches are excited about the project, which he called a strong example of collaboration between the city, Cullman Parks and Recreation, and Cullman City Schools. The upgrades follow a strong 2026 season for Cullman tennis. Both the boys and girls teams reached sectionals, with the boys finishing 16-2 and 6th overall in Class 6A. The project timeline has not yet been announced. And that wraps up sports for today. Coming up next, the Cullman County Historical Society is inviting the public to a free afternoon of local history, storytelling, and music at the Cullman County Museum. Plus, the Link of Cullman County is helping future students get ready for the classroom with free kindergarten readiness camps across Cullman County this July. Welcome back. Now it's time to speed things up with a news rundown. 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Cullman Law Enforcement and Community Services will host its 4th annual charity golf tournament Monday, September 28th at Terry Pines Country Club. The tournament will be a 4-person scramble with registration and breakfast beginning at 8 a.m. and a shotgun start set for 9. Lunch and prizes will follow from 1 to 2 p.m. Team registration is $500 with space limited to 36 teams. The event will feature prizes for first place, second place, and 1 random place team, along with door prizes and a $10,000 hole-in-one prize sponsored by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Sponsorship opportunities are also available, ranging from whole sponsorship to meal and gold sponsorships. Proceeds will support CLECS and its community outreach efforts with the Cullman Police Department. For more information, email cullmanlecs@gmail.com or call 256-734-1434. The Link of Cullman County is bringing back its Kindergarten Readiness Camp this July with 6 locations planned across the county. The free camp is designed for children preparing to enter kindergarten and focuses on skills that can help them feel more comfortable in the classroom. Those include name recognition, active listening, sitting still, opening prepackaged snacks, and other early school routines. Camp will be held at Welty Elementary July 6th through 10th, West Point Elementary and Cold Springs Elementary July 13th through 17th, and Hanceville Primary School, Good Hope Baptist Church, and First Baptist Church of Fairview July 20th through 24th. Each camp will run from 10 a.m. to noon. All materials are provided at no cost. Families can register their upcoming kindergartner through the link of Cullman County's website. The Cullman County Historical Society will host its next regular meeting Sunday, June 28th from 2 to 4 p.m. at the Cullman County Museum. The featured speaker will be Joyce Colvin, author of the new book, The Ballad of Fiddling Tom Freeman, written with assistance from local historian Robin Sterling. Organizers say the presentation will include demonstrations of music from the book, offering a look at local history through storytelling and song. The meeting is open to the public and all are welcome to attend. The event is free. The North Alabama Agriplex is offering a hands-on look at the art and science of brewing. The Heritage Skills Beginner Brewing class will be held Tuesday, July 7th from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Agriplex. The class will be held by Matthew Schumacher of Goat Island Brewing, who will walk participants through the basics of how beer is made, from ingredients to the brewing process. Organizers say the class is designed as an introduction for beginners who are curious about how their favorite brews come to life. Participants must be at least 21 years old to attend. The cost is $15 per person, and the program is sponsored by Redstone Federal Credit Union. Registration and more information are available at agriplex.org under Heritage Skills. And that's your 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Now for a quick break before we look at the weather ahead and pay our respects with obituaries. I'll be right back after this quick message. Let's take a moment to pause and remember those who lost their lives this week. Mamie Elizabeth Hawkins, 85, passed away Sunday, June 21st. Funeral services will be Monday, June 29th at 2 p.m. at Maddox Funeral Home in Front Royal, Virginia. Alina Jean McElvany, 46 of Cullman, passed away Monday, June 22nd. Memorial service is incomplete at this time. Our thoughts and prayers go out to their friends and families. Now let's take a look at your weather forecast. Looking at your weather today starts with some areas of fog before 8 a.m., so take it slow early if you're heading out. After that, we'll see a mostly sunny day with a high near 82. Winds will stay calm. Tonight brings a slight chance of showers between 10 and 11, but otherwise skies will be mostly cloudy before gradually becoming mostly clear. The overnight low will be around 65 with a 20% chance of rain. For Thursday, expect sunshine early with a 40% chance of showers and storms after 1 p.m. The high will be near 86 with calm wind. Thursday night, there's a chance of thunderstorms before 7 p.m., then partly cloudy skies with a low around 70. And that wraps up today's edition of Cullman Today. Thank you for sharing your morning with us. And remember to stay connected by following us on social media and visiting CullmanTribune.com for the latest from our community. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. Until then, I'm Christine Wiggins with Cullman Today. Have a wonderful day, Cullman.
The Cullman County Public Library System is helping provide affordable reading materials through its ongoing used book sales. Library aide Reagan Lindsay said the sales help clear space for new donations while giving the community access to low-cost books, magazines, and CDs. Larger sales are often held during community events like the Alabama Strawberry Festival and Christkindl Market. Most items come from community donations or materials removed from the library's collection because they are older or no longer checked out often. Sales revenue helps support new library materials, building upkeep, and the library's building fund. Items cost 50 cents each, or shoppers can fill a bag for $3. While there is no major sale currently happening, the library keeps 2 used book sale racks stocked in the computer lab area year-round. This has been Annabelle Howes with Cullman Today. The Cullman County Public Library System is offering free Spanish classes every other Friday for beginners of all ages. The classes, taught by Ms. Pena, were created after library staff noticed growing community interest in learning Spanish. Originally held at Sportsman's Lake Park, the program later moved to the library for a more accessible location. Library aide Reagan Lindsay said no prior experience is needed and participants can join at any time. Lessons include basic vocabulary, conversation practice, and cultural topics to help attendees learn more about Spanish-speaking cultures. Library officials said the classes have received positive feedback and hope more residents will participate as the program continues to grow. This has been Annabelle Howes with Cullman Today. Residents gathered at the Hanceville Civic Center on Friday, May 22nd for the annual Senior Fishing Day hosted by the Cullman County Commission on Aging, the City of Hanceville, and Hanceville Parks and Recreation. Originally planned as an outdoor fishing competition at Veterans Park, the event moved indoors because of stormy weather. Organizers replaced fishing activities with bingo, dancing, and lunch inside the Civic Center. Commission on Aging Director Stephanie Lawson said the annual event has been a long-standing tradition, focused on giving seniors an opportunity to socialize and enjoy fellowship together. Lunch was sponsored by People's Bank of Alabama and Circuit Clerk Lisa McSwain. Lawson said even though the weather changed the plans, organizers were pleased to see strong attendance and residents enjoying the time together indoors. This has been Annabelle Howes with Cullman Today.
Good evening. I'm Coach Stu Studeman with Cullman High School basketball. Tonight I'm going to be reading The Scarlet Dragon, written by Rosa Foy. Someday, thought Sir George the Gallant, I will be dubbed Hero of Wintermere. My portrait will hang in the Great Hall, right next to my great-grandfather, Victor the Valiant. All I have to do is fend off a fierce George! Master Bruno snapped George out of his thoughts. You will not defeat a dragon by dreaming." George knew his teacher was right, so George practiced his sword fighting and fire dodging. He repeated his courageous mantras. I am a brave hero," said George. "I am not afraid of a ferocious dragons." George had been training to fight dragons his whole life, but he had never seen one before. As he walked home that day, George heard the villagers talking. "Something spooked my horse this morning," said one man. "It ran and hid in a pile of straw. The vegetables in my garden were eaten, and the leaves were burnt to a crisp," said another. A woman cried out, "I saw it myself, a scarlet red streak through the sky." A spooked horse? Fire? A streak through the sky? George was sure this could only mean one thing. He went home and climbed up onto his roof to look for a dragon. While George was gazing into the bright sky, a messenger approached on his horse. "Sir George," the messenger called out, "King Albert has requested your presence at the royal palace." "Me?" George said. "But I am just a boy. The king does not tell me his business, only who to call before him," said the messenger. A royal warrant had been unrolled and was hanging from the messenger's hand. George felt his heart leap. He scrambled down from the roof and jumped onto his noble steed, Johnny Runs-A-Lot. Johnny felt George's excitement and galloped as fast as he could. An hour later, George saw the majestic castle on the horizon. He admired its beauty, with turrets atop the corner towers and a drawbridge stretching over a teal green moat. "Sir George the Gallant, at your service," he said as he bowed before the king. "The time has come for you to be a hero, like your great-grandfather," King Albert said. "Sir George, there is a dragon on the loose. I ask you to defend Wintermere and save its people from this fearsome red beast. And if you are successful, your bravery will be rewarded." George was ready to set off on his journey, but first he needed to find the dragon. So he climbed the Wintermere watchtower and called out, "Come out and fight, foul beast!" George waited. He tried to prepare himself by practicing his sword fighting and fire dodging moves. Then he wondered if the dragon was very big or very fiery. George nervously mumbled to himself, "I am a brave hero. I am not afraid of..." Suddenly, George saw a red streak in the sky. He pulled out his sword, but instead of fighting, the dragon yelped. A small puff of smoke came out of its nose, and it quickly flew away. George scratched his head. This wasn't quite what he had practiced for, but he didn't want to miss his chance. He hopped onto his horse, Johnny, and galloped after the dragon. George followed the dragon all the way out of the village until finally it swooped down into a cave. George hopped off his horse and approached the cave entrance. He was ready to call for the dragon to come out when he heard loud sniffling coming from inside. George tiptoed into the cave, hiding in the shadows. Snap! George stepped on a stick. The dragon jumped and quickly hid behind a boulder. "This is it," thought George, gripping his sword. "The dragon is cornered. This is my chance to become a hero." But then George noticed the dragon's tail peeking out from behind the boulder. It was trembling. "Wait, is a dragon really afraid of me?" asked George. The dragon whimpered. George sighed. "You can come out. I won't hurt you." Slowly the dragon poked its head out from behind the boulder. It watched George set down his sword. "I'm sorry for scaring your village," said the dragon. "It's just that so much of the forest has been cut down that it's the only place to get food." "Why don't you just ask for some food then?" George inquired. "Are you kidding? I'm the Scarlet Dragon," she said. "All people fear me, and all knights want to fight me so they can be called a hero." George blushed. Then he pulled a sandwich out of his sack and broke it into two. As George and Scarlet ate together, they tried to think of what to do. They talked about all the different ways the dragon could help the people of Wintermere. Then George had an idea. "I've got it," George said at last. "Come with me to Wintermere. No one will hurt you, I promise." And with that, Scarlet decided to trust her new friend, and she followed Sir George back to the village. When they arrived at George's home, he told Scarlet to hide behind his house. "You can do this," he told the dragon. "You just tell yourself, 'I am a brave hero.'" George gathered the villagers together. "I have brought a powerful but kind friend to meet you," he said. "She is here to help us. So from now on, there is no reason to be afraid." Then he called to his friend. The crowd gasped as the scarlet dragon appeared before them. "Meet the new defender of Wintermere." From that day on, the scarlet dragon flew above Wintermere.
Good evening, guys. I hope all you boys and girls had a great day today. I'm Dr. Barnett. I'm the school superintendent for Cullman County, and I'm here tonight to read you a book about one of my favorite people that I like learning about. And this book is about Michael Jordan, and the name of the book is Salt in His Shoes. Let's jump right in. Michael loved to play basketball. Every Saturday, he followed his older brothers, Larry and Ronnie, to the park, hoping that they would let him play. And if one of the guys who usually played with him didn't show, they always did. But there was one problem. His name was Mark, and he was the tallest boy on the court. "What's the matter, Mikey, too short?" Mark flapped his arms in Michael's face. "Over here," shouted Larry, but when Michael threw the ball, Mark's long arms came out of nowhere and knocked the ball away. It flew into the hands of a player on Mark's team. He made the basket and the game was over, just like that. "I am really sorry, guys. If I were taller, that wouldn't have happened." All the way home, Michael apologized, even though no one was mad at him. His older brother, Ronnie, tried to cheer him up. "Look, little brother, you played good today. Don't worry, we'll win the next time." When they got home, Michael went into the kitchen where Mama was cooking dinner. He was still disappointed, and she could tell. "You guys lost again today, huh?" Michael nodded. He sat quietly for a minute, then said, "Mama, how can I grow taller?" Now, Mama knew the answer to a lot of questions, but this was a tough one. She thought for a moment as she sprinkled salt and pepper on the chicken she was making for dinner. Then she smiled and she looked at Michael and said, "Salt." "Salt?" Michael looked at his mama. "Salt in your shoes. We'll put salt in your shoes and say a prayer every night. Before you know it, you'll be taller," she replied. "Salt in my shoes?" Michael said quietly to himself. Surely Mom was teasing. He sat staring out the window trying to figure out how salt was going to make him grow. He noticed the rose bushes outside in Mama's garden. They had grown high along the fence and roses of all colors were blooming on the vines. He thought to himself, "I remember when Mama first planted those bushes." Michael's face lit up. If Mama knows how to grow rose bushes, make them grow taller, then maybe she's right. Maybe salt in my shoes really will help me grow. Growing more excited, Michael twirled around and started asking lots of questions. "Mama, how long will it take? How tall do you think I'll get?" Smiling, Mama sat down next to him and explained, "In order for this to work, the most important things you have to do are be patient and listen to what I tell you and say your prayers every night. Listen carefully." Michael shook his head. "Okay, Mama, I'll be patient. But what does saying my prayers have to do with it?"
Hi, my
Customers spent Saturday morning picking flowers, tasting local honey, and creating their own bouquets during a customer appreciation event at Heights Honey and Flowers. The event featured a 2-for-1 flower picking special, honey tastings, and bouquet making demonstrations. Visitors walked through the flower fields, selected their blooms, and arranged bouquets with guidance from the farm's.
Hi there, I'm Janet Chandler with the Cullman Tribune, and I'm here to read you a bedtime story. Tonight I'm going to be reading Happy Dreamer by Peter H. Reynolds. I am a happy dreamer. I'm really good at dreaming. Daydreams, big dreams, little dreams, creative dreams. Dreamer Maximus. Sometimes the world tells me, sit still, be quiet, pay attention, focus. But my dreams have a mind of their own. Sometimes my mind just takes flight. I hear a beat and I gotta move. Then I hear another and another. Wish you could hear inside my head. Trumpety zigzag jazz. Sometimes I'm a quiet dreamer. When I make time to stay still and hear myself think, to let go and see what takes shape. Do you see that? Clouds in the skies. Sometimes I'm swing high dreamer. Way up high, beyond the clouds, so high I can touch the sky. I can also be a loud dreamer. Hello, world. I'm a shout at the top of my lungs dreamer, even if I'm just a loud inside my head dreamer. Sometimes I'm a colorful dreamer, painting my own path, full of surprises at every turn. I can dream even when the lights are out. All circuits on, fireworks. I light up. I'm all ears, eyes, heart, and mind. I have so many dreams, it can get messy. Creative chaos. Cleaning up hides my treasures. If you make me, I will put my things away, but then there is less me to show. These are the moments I feel alone, boxed in. And yet, I always find a way back, plunging into amazing, delightful, happy dreams. I'm really good at being me. A dreamer, surprising, caring, funny, gentle, smart. And when I tumble back to earth, I know I'm okay. Dreamers have a way of bouncing back and moving forward. There are so many ways to be a happy dreamer. What kind of dreamer are you? But the best way to be a happy dreamer, just be you. Which is why this
Cullman, thank you for joining us on Cullman Today. I'm your host, Christine Wiggins, and today is Thursday, June 25th. Coming up on Cullman Today, the case against former Cold Springs teacher Paige Parker Adams is moving toward a key hearing as the defense asks the court to dismiss the indictment. Plus, after Cullman paused new data center applications, we'll take a look at what these facilities are and what concerned cities are studying. And Wallace State is adding 2 new workforce-focused programs this fall, with training in facility maintenance technology and advanced baking and pastry. All this plus sports, weather, and more. Now let's take a closer look at the top stories happening in Cullman today. The criminal case against former Cold Springs High School teacher and head girls